You know, the only woman the Quran says will enter hell. The worst woman to ever exist, past and future. She very rich and very strong, but these would not be enough. The incredible life story of this cursed woman, feared even by Shaitan. If you are ready, let's begin. Jamil, whose real name was Arwa bint Har, was a prominent woman from the Quraysh tribe in Mecca. She is known in Islamic history for her intense hatred toward Prophet Muhammad and her efforts to harm him and the early Muslims. Her husband, Abu Lahab, was a fierce enemy of Islam and is directly mentioned in the Quran for his enmity. Jamil belonged to the Banu Umayyah clan of the Quraysh tribe, a respected and influential family in Mecca. Her father was Harb ibn Umayyah, and her brother was Abu Sufyan, a significant leader of the Quraysh who later accepted Islam. Her marriage to Abu Lahab, a wealthy and powerful uncle of the Prophet Muhammad PBUH, increased her status. Her name, Arwa, means graceful or beautiful, but she became notorious for her harshness and cruelty when Prophet Muhammad PBUH publicly declared his prophethood and called the people of Mecca to Islam. Abu Lahab and Jamil were among the first to oppose him. Abu Lahab insulted and cursed the Prophet PBUH at the public gathering on Mount Safa, where the Prophet called his people to Islam. Jamil and Abu Lahab feared the loss of their social status, wealth, and power if Islam spread in Mecca. Jamil used her influence and wealth to spread false rumors about the Prophet Muhammad PBUH to ruin his reputation. She would collect thorns and sharp wood and scatter them along the Prophet's path to harm him. She encouraged others to mock and ridicule the Prophet PBUH and the early Muslims. She would recite mocking and insulting poetry against the Prophet PBUH, attempting to disgrace him. Jamil was particularly harsh towards Ruqayya and Kulthum, the daughters of the Prophet Muhammad PBUH, who were married to her sons Epa and Uteba. She pressured her sons to divorce the Prophet's daughters, and they obeyed, causing great pain to the Prophet PBUH and his family. Allah revealed Surah Al-Masad chapter 111 condemning Abu Lahab and his wife, Jamil. Perish the hands of Abu Lahab, and perish he. His wealth and his gains will not benefit him. He will be plunged into a blazing fire, and his wife, the carrier of firewood. Around her neck will be a rope of twisted fiber. Perish the hands of Abu Lahab, a declaration of his failure and loss. His wealth and gains will not benefit him. Despite his wealth and status, he could not escape Allah's punishment. The carrier of firewood, a metaphor for Jamil's role in spreading slander and enmity. A rope of twisted fiber symbolizes the suffering and punishment she would face in the hereafter. When Jamil heard about the verses, she was enraged. She took a stone and went to the Kaaba, where the Prophet Muhammad PBUH was sitting with Abu Bakr. Miraculously, she could not see the Prophet PBUH and instead accused Abu Bakr of being a liar. She recited insulting poetry, showing her deep hatred and denial of the truth. Both Abu Lahab and Jamil died as disbelievers. Abu Lahab died a painful death due to a severe disease shortly after the Battle of Badr. Jamil's fate is described metaphorically in the Quran, a symbol of humiliation and punishment. Her wealth and power could not save her from Allah's judgment, and she remains a symbol of those who oppose the message of Islam. Unlike many other enemies of Islam who later accepted the truth, Jamil remained defiant until her death. She became a symbol of those who oppose justice, truth, and righteousness. Her story serves as a warning against spreading falsehood, hatred, and harming others. Her actions are remembered as a lesson for all who seek to undermine the truth with arrogance and malice. The story of Jamil is a powerful example of the consequences of arrogance, hatred, and rejection of truth. Despite her wealth and influence, her name is remembered as a symbol of opposition to Allah's message. Her life and actions stand as a warning that no status or power can save those who stand against Allah and His Messenger. Pbuh.